some guy gave them a tip because they were talking about we're going to go find God pieces, blah 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 blah, like back at the tavern. And so
right.
a guy overheard them, and he gave them a tip on a location of one. And so they went there, and it was an arm that there were like thousands of swords impaled into it. And when they went inside, that's when they found that there was this giant thing that was like clad in gold armor that was hammering out like armor and weapons for this like kind of spirit army.
Mm-hmm.
Like the souls of those who still want to fight.
Yeah, the souls of like dead warriors and whatnot. And so when they left, that's when Ironhide's ghost appeared, and then went inside. So he's in the arm now, and you guys will be leaving the arm.
We don't go back.
That'd be an interesting item to put in your book. Some kind of piece of armor that tethers your soul. So if you make your save and are a soul, you can use that to not have to make saves.
So kind of like
Bonus to save.
Alchemist. What am I thinking of? The something Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist?
Full Metal, yeah.
Yeah, like Alphonse.
Like Alphonse, yeah.
Like a soul binding.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great class type to think of, actually. That should be on your radar to do a class like that. That would be cool.
Well, we're working on the current class we got to do is the swashbuckler, and then we're gonna hold another vote. And now that Melissa's done proofreading someone's RPG, we can focus more on that.
138 pages.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a really weird game too. It's like
Star Trek-y.
But you like, it made me think of like Yellow Submarine meets Star Trek meets.
It's really neat stuff though. It has a lot of really neat random generators. And
it's like you're an exploration team that goes to like alternate realities, but it's like all
it's like dimensional.
Like tangents and to find things that are like from other timelines.
So sometimes you can go back to the past, or you can go to the future, or you can go to a Earth-like place, or you can go to a totally different coordinate that no one's ever been to, or you could go to a dream world, or like.
But he uses like all these terms, like the past is then, and then like time gels around you, so you can only be there so long because
24 hours.
That you're not where you're supposed to be, and it's got all this weird writing in it, like
a lot of sciencey stuff too.
Yeah.
That sounds really interesting.
It's not a game I'm interested in playing, but it definitely shows that the guy did a lot of research and he put a lot of effort into making it. It's just not my kind of, not my style of game, I guess. It's very number crunchy.
I would say more old school.
There's like 10 different stats, and then like there's all these little points you got to spend. It makes me think of GURPS. If you ever played GURPS, that's what it made me think about.
Nope, haven't.
Well, look up GURPS. It's like, you got 200 points to make a character, and you got to buy like gear skills, lifestyles, vehicles.
Yeah, it's
pets.
very detailed.
Yes.
Overly detailed.
I would say
people like that.
If you like Dungeon World and you don't want to do much more number crunching than that, then yeah, it's definitely not for you because there's a lot of. It's not a check some boxes and go. It's like nope, it's like an hour or more.
I can use this.
Number crunchy, then play.
I told him he needed to put a timeline to like how long it would take for a session, our average session.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's what happened. I go back to the last session. They did all that. They found a piece of they got a piece of like raw god steel, and
that's right. I ran off with it.
Yeah, you ran off with it, and then they almost got blown up.
That was great.
When he threw like a bomb at them. And so they got out of the thing. Then Ironhide's ghost showed up. Then he went inside, and so now they're prepping to leave. So we're just gonna it's gonna take 7. Because Sift is still with you. So 7 rations later, you'll make it back to Spiral Harbor.
How many rations did it take before?
It took I think it took 7. It was really fast.
You said it'd be like 56.
that was the initial that was the initial estimate, but then Sift like he made like a 12 plus or something on his
Oh, that's right. He was able to find the shortcut.
yeah, he using the ley lines, he realized that the guy's calculations were way off, or that the angles weren't right, and so he actually found him. He was able to change the guy's trajectory to cut off a lot of time.
Okay. And do we get to heal as we're going, or?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So you'll pull back into Spiral Harbor, and so like a couple weeks later, out of character because you guys don't know what a day is for a week, you will see that there are two more cathedrals now floating about the city.
Really?
Yep.
They already rebuilt some.
Yeah, they're already a lot of the rubble has already been cleared up.
I thought they had gotten the angels out.
We are.
Back.
Oh, interesting.
No, they're in force now, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling
Yeah,
tired.
Wave. When you were there, you were like, "Oh, I ran into the archives." So you were doing all this research stuff, but after about a day of you rooting around there, one cathedral showed up. It just warped in from the Angel Gate, and then a couple of Phanem, the ones that look like wheels, they just started materializing a whole new cathedral out of astral matter.
Mm-hmm.
That took a couple of minutes, and now there's more angels. They just started pouring in, and they've been gathering up the souls of the dead and looking for helping the wounded, getting rid of any Tarkon stragglers they find, putting people on trial, gathering the criminals that escaped. So you had to you only had so much time to look around, but you had to go back to the High Captain's watch and hide out there.
Sleep more and kitties.
So, I couldn't even do research in the library? I'm confused.
No, they you saw them show up and you were like, oh crap, because you know you're not supposed to be in there. And they're on lock. They have the city on like basically lockdown. But you were able to learn. That the sword vault that you were at, you did not. You guys only scratched the surface. You looted some rooms, but there's more hidden stuff there because you found out that it was built around whatever god had made the dwarves, or if there was more than one of them. It was built around his sword. And his sword is, it's like the size of a skyscraper, or it's actually, it's the size of a city.
And then the whole vault's built on top of it, so it's even bigger.
Yeah. So you guys, when you went you only scratched the surface. Like you found out that there was a whole, almost like a religion built up around it by dwarves.
Does it talk about the blacksmith that we banished at all?
You mean the one that you guys fought the first time?
Yeah.
It mentions that there would be. It mentioned that there would be restless dead there, trying to protect the secrets, or smiths that when they die they don't stop smithing, they just keep going. And that various angels had tried to go there to gather up their souls, put them to rest, but they fought back. And so they kind of just
all right, fine.
left it alone. Huh?
I said, and they kind of just said, "All right, fine. You do what you want."
Well, it was other. They were afraid that they would lose too many, of their own kind trying to save them, but they weren't doing anything. They weren't doing anything harmful.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of just made a note of it and kind of forgot about it because it's pretty far away from Spiral Harbor anyway. And it's also near Metacarpolis, which is controlled by devils. So, or it's partially controlled by devils. So it's kind of it's far away and it's kind of out of their little jurisdiction anyway.
Okay. So now I just have to wait for my friends to come back?
And
No,
lo
we
and
should
behold,
have some
they
kind
come
of
back.
backup story. Adam, there should be some reason me and you meet up there at the city. So we should have some kind of connection where we trust each other.
Well, I guess if you're looking for Ironhide, I would have been the only person in the city to be seen with him.
Well, what I can see happen is Shane's character. You show up at the at the you dock and then you're looking around. Hey, and people are immediately distrustful of you, but since you weren't in the battle, some kind of one of the angels would have come up to you, hit you with their truth laser, and asked you, did you fight, and kill anyone? And then you would have said no. They can see through lies, so they would know you're telling the truth. So they would let you go on your way, but they'd be very wary of you.
Probably keep watch of you.
Make sure you're not trying to do anything. They might even ask you, are you intending to commit, to murder anyone in the city? And then, so you would have answered those. Hopefully not, antagonistically. Gonna kill them, remember. And so they would have let you go on your way, but you would have watched, and then probably gone to the High Captain's Watch Tavern, and then, oh, bam, there's Wave. You would see him, like, holy crap, it's another Tarkon. He looks almost like Ironhide.
I'd also say you can start at level 3, and I would add whatever experience your vampire got last session to whatever he has, because I'm I'm over halfway to 4.
Yeah, definitely be at level 3 as well.
Okay. What level are you at, Adam?
I think I'm at at level 3? I may have never leveled. Because we weren't leveling, if I remember correctly. Let me open my... Should have opened this sooner, but... Character sheet!
Oh, and in case matters to you guys, I am probably going to do the Kickstarter for Sundered World either tomorrow or on Monday once I figure out what days are better for starting the Kickstarter.
He needs my beautiful voice first.
Yeah, people keep saying
my whiny, nasally.
You have a nice voice.
Are you going to be talking in the video?
She's going to be talking to the
I'm
video.
just going to have my voice, and he's just going to put... It's going to be voiced, over art and stuff.
If we try to do an actual video, it'll take so long for it to upload here.
Yeah.
And it might not even upload at all. Like, I had to... I did a test video, like, months ago, back when this one guy was going to help me. He's like, we should totally do a Kickstarter for this. And I was like, okay, he was doing the art for it. And so I did a video thing, but I had to chop out the video part, make it just audio. Then I had to compress it way down. And that was the only way I can get it to upload properly. But then, he flaked out on me like a million times. So I was debating whether I should do it, but people kept asking me. They keep asking me in private posts, like, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do this? Or if I post Underworld stuff, when are you going to do this? When can I throw money at it? So I was like, I'm going to Kickstarter and see what happens.
Yeah.
And how long can you set a Kickstarter for? Are you going to do it for kind of a while, or?
It can be as many days as you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure, I thought there was a limit.
It could be like, I think, 30 to 60 days.
Oh, I thought 30 to 90.
Maybe it was 90. You can do it for. They recommend 30 days or less, but I'm just gonna do it for 30 days. That's normal. Why? Were you?
I was just wondering what the plan was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it run for like 30 days, and it's gonna be like you can $1 gets thank you for donating. $3 you get your name in the book. $10 you get the PDF, and then up above that you get physical books or whatever. And if you guys want it, I can just send you the I can just send you guys the PDF for free.
You don't have to back it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Let's see
might
what we can do to back it
for a
though.
physical book and get my name in it. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds.
That does sound
Huh?
cool.
Well, I can
20
just put.
years from now, when everyone's playing Sundered World and it's bigger
Yeah,
than.
you're already playtesting it.
You're
You're
already-
guaranteed a spot.
You're already in the playtest right at the front of the book, both of you guys.
And Wave's
Awesome.
character is going to be drawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna use. I need you to draw out Wave and send me Wave because I'm gonna make him the Nomad character
Okay.
art. And then
You already have the Tarkon.
I already have a Tarka picture and I already got a Battlemine picture, so I can do Ironhide and put him in a different part in the book for something else.
For like fighting or something.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
something like that.
You could put the whole party in.
Yeah, I was thinking that I could put the whole party in there in various capacities, or even put you guys. Like actually, that could be like the cover. You know, Katra and crew like all on the ship.
Yeah.
Because Melissa said I should draw another cover, and someone else said that too. They said you should do your own cover because the guy that was going to do art
Yeah.
kept bugging me, and then eventually I paid him $150 for that cover, and now I regret it. And Melissa's like, "Give me another cover for the Sundered World Hangout event." And
I didn't know you actually paid him. I thought he was just doing
he
it.
kept bugging me. He wanted $5,000. He's like,
Whoa.
he wanted like a crap load of money to start drawing stuff, and then he showed me the art, and it was really bad. And I was just like, well, I can't do it. But then Melissa kept bugging me, you can do it. So then I just started doing it, and then I found out, oh, I can do it.
Art's funny that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I just regret the cover. I mean, the cover is better than the one that someone else drew for me before that, but
Giovanni.
Yeah.
yeah. He was like, he volunteered to do art for it, and I didn't know how to tell him, no, your art's really bad. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do art.
Babe, you turn off the thing.
Your art is.
Huh?
Your art. His art was art. It was just bad art. It was art still. Just not great art. He's not a great DM.
I also just want to have I want the book to have one consistent art style.
Right.
Not like 5 different artists, all with different looks and feel. And it's funny. Here it is. So let's keep it consistent. And I can bang out a picture like I did 2 in one day once. Melissa was like, "Wow, you're doing it faster and faster." And
It used to take him about a week and a half for one.
that's when I was trying to do a lot of research and stuff and look at the different things and
Figure out the style and.
yeah.
You should see his sketches.
They're horrible.
No, they're great. You should see mine. They're horrible, I tell you, horrible.
So yeah. So okay. So well let's do Shane. What's your character's name?
Warpath.
Ooh.
Okay. So yeah, you would show up. You'd obviously be stopped right away because Tarkons are. Before it was Ironhide, then the Tarkon invasion. Now it's you. You're like the only Tarkons that anyone's ever seen in the city. So they see you and they're like, "Oh crap, who's this guy?"
They're still here.
You're stopped. You're questioned. So if
Maybe
you stop
give
by
him
like
some
a
sort of
whole,
amulet or something showing that he's been accepted, or at least
They probably just have somebody tailing me the whole time.
one of those lantern things that are super obnoxious.
Oh, that's a good idea.
well, so Warpath, you get off a trading ship, and you're stopped by you're walking around and within maybe 10 minutes, you're stopped by this giant floating wheel covered in eyes and 10 people that are towering over even you, and they have 4 different faces on their head, and they ask what your business here is. How do you respond to that?
I respond, I'm searching for my brother. Last intelligence, the last thing I heard is that he's come here with a group of other adventurers, and I'm seeking to locate him.
And then they would ask you, did you participate in the massacre that occurred here recently?
No, I don't know anything about the massacre. I'm just here for my brother.
And then they would ask you, do you intend to attack or kill anyone while you're here?
I guess that'll depend on where my brother is and who, if he's being held against his will.
So the wheel would tell you that he's not being detained here. There are no other Tarkons here. And then he would repeat again, do you intend to kill anyone while you're here?
As long as no harm has befallen my brother, you have nothing to fear from me.
The cherubim, the ones with all the faces, they kind of smirk, and the wheel kind of, it kind of tilts towards you a little bit like some kind of like, bow, and then they all walk away. But you do see that, yeah, there are. You do see.
I bow in return.
Okay. You do see a couple of those like little golden lantern things, and they are following. And they're following you. They're not being very covert about it. They're just kind of hovering about. You go into the tavern, and you can see them kind of peeking into one of the windows. They don't give you any kind of amulet. They don't give you any kind of change.
It's a guardian angel.
It's just like everyone, a whole crowd of people saw that whole event though. So they heard you, and they know those things can see through deception and whatnot. So it's for now everyone's kind of like, okay, well, this guy's probably not going to freak out and try to murder everyone. But when you go into the nearest tavern, you're asking, I got to find Ironhide. So tavern, good place to get information. And you also know that if you would have talked to anyone on the ship, hey, where can I find information? They would direct you to the High Captain's Watch. Like that's the place to go. They got their ears to the ground, information there. You go inside their wave, you'd be there talking with Meg about something, and you would see this Tarkon walk in. Everyone would just kind of look at him, and they're all kind of waiting, like for him to do something. But you recognize that he looks just like Ironhide, but he's got two eyes.
Well, he's gonna be a little different in my mind. This guy, I guess I'll explain it as I'm talking to Adam. But Adam should see some similarities, I guess. Yeah. So I'm just going to be scanning the room, looking to see.
Well, so what do I see then?
Yeah. I guess describe Warpath.
So Warpath has metallic-looking scales. He has two eyes, and he's got a taunt body. He's large, but he's not super bulky like Ironhide was. There's strength with speed, if that makes sense. And
he's like a panther or a tiger.
Yeah. Yeah.
More like Shere Khan than Baloo.
Yeah. So
So in what ways is he similar to Ironhide?
I don't know. Dragons all look alike to me.
Oh.
Racist.
But maybe I'll just announce to the room that I'm looking for information, because everyone's going to be stopping and looking at me anyway. So I'll say I'm looking for information about my brother, the Tarkon. His name is Cirrus, although I understand he goes by the pseudonym Ironhide of late.
And that's your cue, Wave.
What's your interest?
I'm looking for my brother.
Why?
I'm looking for my brother because I understand he's not actually dead. He's alive. And I want him to come home. I want to understand what's happening to me. Ever since I heard that he had died and passed away, I became so emotional I started developing these abilities. And I hear he could do something similar. I'm looking for my brother to find answers. Do you know his whereabouts? Do you know where he is?
It sounds like the answers are in your blood. Your brother is in the space between life and death, last I knew. But he also sailed off looking for a new life.
I come very close and I blink twice. And I come very close and I go, "What are you trying to say?"
that he died but didn't let go, and so he was a spirit, and he sailed off looking for a way to be resurrected.
Do you know who he sailed off with? I must find him.
Sailed off with the crew of my friends. They make them back.
Your friends?
Yeah, I was one of the group that he traveled with up until his death. When he killed, what was the name of that Panzer?
Panzer, yes. He did write about Panzer. A traitorous soul, if ever there was one.
Well, he put an end to Panzer, so at least there's that.
So are you saying that you were my brother's friend?
Warpath, you knew Panzer. You find it hard to believe that even Ironhide could have killed him.
Oh, because I knew what had happened to him?
Well, Panzer had he used to be he was a very large violent Tarkan, even by Tarkan standards, and then he at some point he met with a black ship showed up, and someone spoke with him. And then when he left, Panzer became even more violent, even more aggressive, and then he started growing in size.
Okay. Surely that can't. Then my answer would be surely that can't be so. My brother killed Panzer, the Panzer.
Because,
Well, we helped.
Well, also, so what Panzer did is, with his newfound, they knew that he'd gained something, he'd bargained for something, or something had been given to him. And so he slaughtered numerous Tarkon warlords and attained their armies, rallied them together, and then they left the span, which isn't something that's happened in a very, very long time.
Okay. So my response is I've heard a lot of rumors of Panzer. He must have been quite a formidable foe. When you say my brother slew him?
Well, we helped. Him and a whole bunch of other people attacked the city in a giant spike, spat dragonborn, Tarkon everywhere, and turned into a big dragon, and we fed him hallucinogenic mushrooms and grenades, and...
So you fought alongside my brother Iron, or alongside my brother Cirrus?
Yes.
I hold out my hands and say, then you will be my friend as well.
I'll hand him my drink.
I don't know what this is.
And enjoy.
My brother's spirit still lingers, so there's hope to bring him back.
There was. I don't know what's happened. They've been gone. How long have you guys been gone?
At this point, it would have been gone for about... Give me some dice. When will Warpath show up? They've been gone for only 3 cycles, so they didn't leave very long ago. But you knew that they would be gone for upwards of 40 to 50 cycles.
cycles?
Yeah, based on the charts that SIP was given, that's how long they expected to be gone based on the distance, and the length of the ley line. But after only 14, well, actually, so what are you guys going to do while you wait for them to come back?
I guess I'm going to go see if I can research or understand my powers. Maybe there's some information in the library. I can look more into it. Or try to find more about someone who can teach me how to use my skills or something like that.
Hmm. Let's look at is there an anomalous move to that sort of thing. Wish there was like some kind of a researching move. I guess what is your character trying to do? Just what is he trying to learn, or what is he? Yeah, I guess you're trying to learn something. What are you specifically trying to learn?
I
Or
guess he's trying to learn a little more about other people who have this ability and what they can do, so we can kind of figure out, I guess, what are the limits of his abilities, and if he keeps growing, what might he be able to do with them?
um, so there is a move called bolster, which we've never ever used. So when you spend your leisure time in study, meditation, or hard practice, you can gain preparation. Um, and what this move does is, if you prepare for a week or more, you gain 1. If you prepare for a month, you gain 3. You can spend it. You can spend 1 to take +1 to any roll. So I think like you can learn a little bit more about yourself through like that kind of way. That can kind of reflect, you learning or practicing or just thinking about like your abilities. Um, because the archive they won't let you into the archive the really secret one, but you can use the public one still. But you don't
Oh,
really learn anything about battle lines there. Um, but you meditating on your own body and your abilities, we can treat that as a bolster so you gain 1 preparation at least. And Adam, researching your swords, you could also gain 1 preparation as well.
Okay, and preparation could be spent to.
You spend it. So you both would have 1, and you can spend it to take +1 to any roll you make.
okay.
So it's a way of like kind of having downtime to prep for your next adventure and whatnot. So all that Warpath, all that you learn is that this ability exists, but it's not very well understood by anyone in the city. Like you walk around, you talk to people, you consult various sages. No one in the city has this ability that you do.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm gonna be waiting for the rest of the companions to see what I can do to help my brother. So they're now. What you said they should be coming back, right?
Yeah, sometime.
Yeah, they expect to be gone for a long time, and and actually, Wade, you could tell. You both know that Agron came from a city where this whole psychic thing is fairly commonplace, especially among the nobility there. So that's if you want to tell Warpath about that, that could be something to look into. Is when Agron returns, visiting his home to see if you can learn anything more about your abilities there.
Okay. Well, and then Wave would be interested in that too because his abilities fall along the same lines as well.
Well, nomads are more commonplace thing. Although usually they only have the ability to memorize where things are located. You're more like a super nomad.
Okay.
Like you can fold space and do all those other things. Most nomads, you know that most nomads can't actually do that stuff. They're mostly just like they know where you are and how far you are from A to B.
I see.
And no nomad. When you went through the library the first time looking at nomad stuff, there's never been a reported case of a nomad being disintegrated and then rebuilding themselves. Doesn't mean it's never happened. It's just no one's ever heard of that.
Right. So people don't talk about it if it has.
Well, it's just like when you came back, Meg was way older and she was surprised that you came back at all. And when you told her that, it's not a normal thing. Um, but and we'll see what that leads to later. So after only 14 cycles, though, Proctor's ship comes pulling in, and you see Katra and Agron and Sif and no Ironhide.
So they have we been watching for the ship or what?
I actually you probably weren't watching it for the ship because you weren't expecting it, but you see Katra and Sif and Agron come into the High Captain's watch. No Agron, no Ironhide though. No Ironhide scopes.
Well, there's my friends, but there's no Ironhide. Let's go find out what's going on.
I'm gonna follow.
Well, Melissa's putting the kids down, so I will be playing the role of Katra, Agron, Sif, all in one.
Well, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick then. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
That's cool. I'm still trying to figure out my abilities. What skills I'm gonna take here anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm not trying to just not based on battle lines, but I actually we talked about this with Adam last night. I have a front, which a front in Dungeon World is kind of like it's like notes on what the big bad guys in the campaign are doing. There's a running, and it's kind of interrelated to all of you guys in the party. And so there are ways, if you really want to learn about BattleMine stuff, I mean, you can do that, but this is not the city to do that. You need to go to a place for psychic, because I mean, it's not like there's you got to get like a medieval world thing where people have knowledge. It's not going to be just willy-nilly traded. Most places don't even have like a library or an archive to store this stuff. The city just happens to. It's mostly about religious texts and whatnot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess, if you want to learn about that, you'd want to go to Chris's area because he described this island as a place where psychic abilities are much more commonplace, and they're all about, mind stuff, so that would be much more... I would say that's a better shot of learning this stuff out of a book from there.
Okay. So if I were to go there and I wanted to study, could I learn an additional skill or move?
You wouldn't be able to learn you can't just read a non-magical book. You can't just read and then learn learn a new move that way. How it works in Dungeon World is that if you do certain criteria, you meet certain criteria, you effectively open up new moves to take. When you have to level up and spend the points on a move, you have to pick a move. So like you could feasibly you can't okay, I get into battle my move right away, but you could unlock a certain battle mind variant options. Maybe there's battle mind ability where you're constantly you can turn your body into metal or something, like your whole body can become metal, so you're immune to, you can't be sick, you don't need to eat or breathe anymore or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's researching more battle mind stuff or learning the thing with what I was thinking of with Ironhide, if you lived long enough, was to make it so he could because he's a target on there's like that inner fire. He could actually change his hand into like burning metal, so it would like light things on fire as well. And and it could if you stab something into the ice, it would just vaporize it or something like that.
That's cool. I like that a lot. Yeah.
That would be something I could even see Warpath learning how to do. Other people have suggested moves for the battle mine, like you can, you can pull weapons out of your body and give them to other people, or you could like turn your hand into like a scalpel and like you could heal other people and do stuff like that.
Yeah, use your arm like a multi-tool.
The what?
Turning your arm into a multi-tool. So, like, say you want to use your arm to like pick a lock, you could just stick your arm in there, and you could, mold the metal to be exactly the key you need, and then turn the lock.
Yeah, and that's more like because the way I envision the battle mine is it's not really battle mines. They're not very. They're not like about precision stuff. It's mostly like it's like a fighter, kind of like a fighting instinct type thing, where their hands turn into just vicious weapons and they cut things apart. When they defend themselves, their body like naturally reacts and hardens to protect them from harm, but they don't really have like fine control over. I could turn my hand into like a key, but I could see a Battleline companion class that does allow that kind of fine control over certain things. Like when you meditate, for a while, you learn how to do that, and that could open up a companion class of new options where now you can be like a battle mind who, maybe all your attacks get the precise tag, so you can use dexterity to attack now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or I could even see a battle mind that can you can grow spikes and launch them, so now you can volley with your arm spikes or whatever. So like there's ways to
that would be awesome.
Things,
like in that Terminator, the new Terminator coming out with the
There's a new one coming out?
You're kidding me, right?
The last one I remember hearing about was the one where the main character is like a Terminator all along or something.
They have a new one coming out with Arnold and the whole bit. It's not going to be out, I want to say, like, this month or next month, maybe. Anyway, there's a scene in there where they have the liquid metal guy, and he slices off his arm as he brings his arm up, and so the piece flips up in the air and turns into a javelin, and he grabs it from what was his cut-off arm, grows immediately back into a full arm again, and he grabs the javelin and hucks it. It looked awesome.
Yeah, well, yeah, so I could see you doing that as a battle mine, but I'm actually going to have to look at that trailer now. I honestly, no, I didn't know they were making a Terminator movie. The only movie that I've seen a trailer for that I'm excited for is Fury Road.
I don't know that one. What's that one?
Mad Max Fury Road?
Oh, Mad Max, yeah. Have you been to see the Avengers movie yet?
No, I haven't. I'm kind of waiting on that one. I heard it's not as good as the first one.
Me and my wife, we both loved it. My wife, I'm still on the fence, but she insists it's better than the first one. Adam loves it too. You should ask him what he thinks, but we both really loved it. It was awesome. We'd love to go see it again.
I think I'm sure it's a good movie. I'm just saying if people kept saying it's not as good as the first one, and we really don't have a way of easily finding our kids up on a babysitter out here, so we'll probably have to just wait until it comes out on video. I mean, I bought the first one. We didn't go to the theater to see that one. I just bought it on Blu-ray when it came out, and then it was on Netflix. But
Netflix.
No, I heard good things about the second one. I've heard good things about It Follows, which is a horror movie.
Which one?
It's called It Follows. It's like the premise is like look at the trailer. It Follows and Fury Road. New Star Wars. I don't know. I'll probably watch that. I was in a video too. I don't really care about it. I mean, it's gonna have lightsabers and stuff, and I'm sure it's gonna be, not as bad as the prequels. But I wish they were doing something new with it. That's all I wish. I would like to see. It's a huge galaxy. Does it have to have lightsabers and Sith in it? Can it be something different?
Mm.
Like the first one, the first series was just Luke, and he learns to be a Jedi, kind of over the course of the trilogy. And there's there's one Jedi good guy, and then there's one Jedi, Sith bad guy, and then there's two Sith bad guys, and that's it. But there's so many things going on in the new ones. It's like Jedi, 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 Jedi. And it's like, okay, come on.
I think I'm hopeful what they're going to do is this is kind of a launching pad. It's going to tie the old in with a new generation, and we can watch adventures through the eyes of a new generation that don't necessarily have to build upon or are directly connected with everything else we've already seen. You know what I mean? An adventure with Han Solo or one of his, two twins kids, something like that. Something in the world, but not directly connected to the whole Luke saga.
Yeah, that's what I hate about the prequels is like I feel like that they were like we have to make sure everyone knows where everything comes from. So like they had
Which was
Anakin
so
Greedo. Well, they had Kid Anakin beating up Kid Greedo. They had C-3PO like why did he have to be there?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know if George Lucas is like if we don't explain where C-3PO came from, no one will get it and they'll hate me. And it's like we don't care about that. I didn't even want to have a Darth Vader became Darth Vader. I liked it just the way it was, where it's like he's evil. He used to be a good guy. Now he's fallen. I didn't want to or need to see, and I'm kind of disappointed now that I know how the whole thing happened. He was a whiny kid, a whiny teenager, a whiny adult, and now I'm just like, oh.
He went from being one of the coolest villains of all time to being one of the most pathetic villains of all time. And I feel in a real way I feel robbed. Because I just feel like George Lucas has destroyed what he once did that was so awesome. It's like watching an artist paint this amazing picture, right? And then I don't know, take a torch and just put the whole thing to fire. It's been horrible to watch.
Did you ever read the comics Sandman?
No.
It's a pretty beefy graphic novel. If you could read it, you might like it. It does a lot of mythology.
That's the one by Neil Gaiman, right?
Yeah, and there's a part in there like they literally use like they have Satan in there. They have Oberon and Queen Titania in there. It mixes all this real mythology stuff in there. And then in this one area, there's Cain and Abel, and Cain's constantly killing Abel, but he doesn't actually stay dead. He always comes back to life, but he keeps killing him over and over again, mostly out of habit. And so they're telling stories about something, and at one point Abel spoils the ending to one of Cain's stories, and so Cain just takes a fire poker and just kills him with the skull, and he's like yelling at him like, "You ruined my mystery! You ruined it! You ruined it!" And he says, "How many times do I have to tell you? It's the mystery that endures, not the explanation." And that's what I feel like Darth Vader. He explained it, and now I'm like, oh,
That's the truth and heart of every magic trick too.
Yes, it'd be like that's a very good analogy. It's like spoiling your magic tricks by by the magician doing all this stuff and saying, "Now I'm going to show you how I did it," and you're like, "Oh, what? No, don't." Like I know there's a whole thing to it, but like we watched the Netflix thing on Houdini with Adrian Brody or Broder or something.
Yeah.
And he like they'll show him do the trick, and then he turns around and explains. And I'm thinking like, oh, that's creative. And then I'm like, oh, well, now I know how he did it. Now it's not as neat.
That's not as cool.
Yeah, but it was interesting the way they showed you how he did all this stuff, but it was still kind of like oh well, they never did that. I'd be wondering, how did he do that?
Yeah.
But that's just my thing on the whole Darth Vader thing. I wish that he didn't reveal the mystery. He didn't spoil it, but it did, and whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the new Star Wars movie's better than the prequels. Can't see how it could be worse. But
Exactly. Nowhere to go but up.
oh my god, I'm gonna go watch it. Melissa's still not back, so I will still play all three of the other characters.
Okay.
I mean, I'll have to play two of them at least. So what's the third one? So a kobold, a scion, and a shaman walk into a bar.
Hey, it's our friends. Friends like
Where's Ironhide?
these.
Katra's like, yeah, we got back early, and she kind of pats Sipped on the back.
Where's Ironhide?
Oh, hey, this is Ironhide's brother, Warpath. Peaceful.
Katra's like, oh, hi, yes. I have a thing, and she just starts back out the door. And then Agron's like, I too have a thing, and he leaves, and so Sip is just standing there, and he looks all like he kind of looks around, looks down, and he just says, Ironhide is one with Tyr.
What? What does that even mean?
He's one with the god of battle.
So he dissipated, or he was absorbed, or what?
No, he's waiting for the day when Tyr will call his warriors to battle. He's got some shiny new armor, I bet.
So he joined the army of the dead?
Yeah, I think it's what he wanted.
Okay. So Warpath, I guess they left him behind by his choice.
Yeah, well, no, we didn't leave him behind. He left us behind by his choice. He used his choices.
He used his choices. I like that phrase. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought, isn't he an adult? I don't know how Tarkon's age.
Well, I don't know how age applies to spirits.
Whoa, that blew my
I
mind.
don't. Who will I turn to for answers now? If my brother died in combat, I honor his passing, but surely there's another way.
Well,
Let's think about this.
Talk to Agron.
Wait, what?
We could talk to Agron, right?
Well, so Warpath, what do you like? You said turning answers for what now?
He's
For his powers, right?
yeah. Answers for his powers, and there must be some way to bring my brother back. Surely there's some way. No, he's not going to go for that. That's not what he's going to say.
We got some god bits, and I can do a rain dance, and he'll come back. But we gotta get some more god bits.
Then I will aid you in your quest to find these god bits to bring my brother back.
Groovy.
I thought he chose to be where he is.
If I know Ironhide, it's probably because he didn't think he had any other choice. He would never willingly give up on a fight if there was any chance of success.
Fair enough, I guess. We never even finished in the sword vault. There's some more secrets there. Anybody up to some treasure hunting?
This Contra peeks her head back in. Someone said treasure?
More treasure.
Yeah, where? Oh, hey, you're still here, and the bar isn't destroyed. So, Wade, you want to go do that thing we got to do, treasure thing.
Yes, treasure thing, sword vault again, part 2.
Okay, well, bye, Ironhide's brother. We'll be, bye. Wave, come on, go.
Treasure.
You don't leave without me. I want to join your quest. If you're working to bring my brother back, I want to ensure that it's successful.
We're still bringing his brother back.
He seems to think so. It sounded like his Ironhide was done. He was good to go.
I don't know. Is that what we're doing? Are we in character or out of character? I'm confused.
Well, we're in character.
Oh, okay.
Um, and then Katra goes, Wave, what did you tell him?
About what?
Everything? Anything?
I told him that we killed the big dragon guy, Panzer, and that his brother was helpful, and that you guys were looking for a way to bring him back, but now you've come back and said that he made his own choice.
Okay.
That's pretty much right?
Yeah, that's all right. So, I thought you said treasure at some point. Are we doing that?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
So I need to go back to the sword vault in order to activate my swords. Apparently they're incomplete. And there's bound to be other treasure there. That's where we found that cool ghost sword. Remember that? You still
Yeah,
have
it's
that.
what you did, Panzer.
And Ironhide, give it back to me.
Yeah, Ironhide, give it back. Okay, you can take over Katra now.
Thank you. I don't know what's going on though. Did I just come back?
Well, you came back and saw, Katra, Agron, and Sif went to the bar, and then we were like, hey, wait, we're back. We got back early thanks to this guy, and had Sif in the back, and then he was like, oh, this is Ironhide's brother. He's looking for him, and then I was like, so I said, Katra goes like, I have a thing that needs doing, and then she leaves, and then Agron's like, I also gotta do a thing, and then they both left, and Sif is standing there like, hey, what's up, man? And then,
Why?
Because
Because
it's hard
he's
for
awkward.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see.
They're afraid I'm going to freak out and start destroying the place. But I'm breathing heavily, and my hands are balled into fists, but I am controlling myself.
And then Wave's like, hey, we can go get treasure, and so I had to pop right back in, and you said treasure. You
Okay.
can go do that. Bye Ironhide's crazy brother.
Oh.
She doesn't know that,
Okay.
that Wave's like, we're gonna bring this guy with us, and so that's where I'm trying to role play that confusion, because she doesn't know that
Got
Wave's
it.
like, hey, you're signing up with us.
Okay.
And so she's just like, what do you mean he's coming with us?
Well, I never said he was coming with us. He said he's coming with us. I didn't. That's not me.
I am coming with you.
You know, it'd be funny if we start walking, he just follows, and then he's on the ship. No, this is picking up my paper before you get down.
Admirable Fuzzy Bottom.
He
Yep.
does have a fuzzy bottom.
And that's how I painted the cat mini.
Oh my goodness, don't touch my mouse keypad. No. Yeah, that's right.
Fuzzy bottom.
In the Super Dungeon Explorer game, there's a cat pet, and that's how I painted it to look like the cat. I painted the cat to look like him. So I guess so Katra, Warpath is
Okay.
I'm coming with you. What would she?
Oh!
So Sif's like, oh, the more the merrier.
How
Excellent. Then it's
You're
settled.
only saying that 'cause you don't want us to kick you out.
What?
To Sif's on the more the merrier, I said, you're only saying that because you don't want us to kick you out.
Why would you kick me out? I heal you guys.
I've got mushrooms.
I got more mushrooms. I grew them.
I don't want to know where you grow those.
My awkward house.
I got magazines.
I would say, oh.
I'm a real kind bud.
Sif is really creepy today.
I'm just doing the way Matthew did it.
No,
Like
you're not. You're making it extra creepy. He does it to the point where it's just at that pivot. You know, it's not
How is that
quite.
creepy? I'm trying
Matt would walk right up to the edge, and you're just a little bit beyond it.
Wait. How am I jumping beyond it?
The
I
way
don't
of your voice.
Well, I don't know how to do a hippie.
Yeah, that's true. I think Matt had some experience.
Talk like Chong from Cheech and Chong.
Hey man, we're going on a ship.
No, that's Cheech. Talk like Chong.
This is creepy.
Oh, man.
This can't go on.
Mazinga.
Louie.
I'm saying when it's done, delete it.
No.
This is a very awkward session.
Anyways, so I would say,
Yep.
oh, that's so. Warpath. Sorry, I had to look at my sheet.
Yeah, how did you get the name Warpath? Is that like a name you like to go by? Kind of like how Theris went by Ironhide?
It is not common for Tarkons to leave Bahamut span. When we do, it can be it can cast, it can cause our family dishonor. I'm following my brother's example and taking on another name, somewhat in the same vein he did. He's my older brother, and I look up to him. That's
And,
probably more than I need.
How did you decide on Warpath?
Let's just say I earned that name. My brother wasn't the only one that was in the military.
Ethnic jerks.
Why not bring him along? He could probably fight.
Laugh. I can't laugh. Oh, God, I've been trying to get over this horrible lung and head thing that's going around, and I haven't been able to laugh normal for like a month.
Bummer.
Anyway.
She's coughing because she's hitting the bong.
Yep, more Cheech. There's more Cheech.
No, Chong.
I
Hey,
don't know, Chong.
hey man. He's not here.
Man.
There you go.
Okay, I'll just do this the whole game.
Yeah, that works much
No.
better.
So, like, are we gonna do this?
He's not Mexican.
We're gonna hotbox the ship.
What are we waiting for?
Where's Agron? Do you know what Agron was running off to do?
That's right, you went off.
He was going to hide. He thought you were gonna flip out and kill everyone.
Well, Tarkons
We
do have a history of doing that.
That would be the law. That would be an expected result. Finding out one's brothers died, but defeating a foe such as Panzer, I am happy to know that he had the strength to accomplish such a feat.
I fed a
Died with
mushroom.
honor.
I guess it's
Tarkon can't wish for a better death.
So what are you trying to do now that you know your brother's dead?
I understand you guys are working to bring him back. I want to make sure that succeeds.
Oh, okay.
We just gotta give our god bits.
Doing this half Mexican thing. Oh, God.
Well, I'd rather go to the Sword Vault and get treasures, because Ironhide kind of chose to leave, didn't he? I keep getting the feeling that it was his choice.
Well, so out of character here. Shane, do you want to get Ironhide back or not?
Not really. I'm just looking for a reason to join the party, and that's the only thing I can come up with.
Okay, thank
Well,
you.
then, you
That
know,
helps.
then
Sorry, guys.
It doesn't feel right for the story for me to say, "Oh, my brother died. Oh, that sucks." Well, how about we go find some treasure?
Well, right.
Well, it's not necessarily okay. So, okay, so you want to help bring Ironhide back to life, right? But you can't just but you're going to help. So these people that want to do this thing,
maybe we need to spin it another way, and we need to spin it that Ironhide has voluntarily, he's lived a good life, he defeated his greatest foe, and a great foe, he's, gone off to Valhalla, he's, had an honorable death, but I don't have any answers about how to use my powers and where they come from and why I even have them, and why they didn't even appear until Ironhide started having them. So maybe for me, where we go from here is I'm just looking for answers, but I don't know how that ties in with your group or why he would stay with your group to find those answers.
Okay, so then what we can say is, they want to go to the Sword Vault first, which is only a slight detour on the way to Agron's home island, which is more than likely where you would be able to find those answers.
Okay, then my character is in and would go with that.
Okay.
Okay.
But let's not roleplay that because that gets awkward.
Well, yeah, they're just as long as we got like a reasonable in-character, makes sense, not just some kind of half-ass reason. We'll go with it.
Or the other way we could spin this is that Ironhide died fighting a foe that was super powerful, and we don't know how that guy got his powers, but there is some connection to the Black Ship. We have seen the Black Ship, and if you want vengeance, you're going to have to beef up your skills, and maybe we can find something in the Sword Vault to help you.
Well, but that's another thing, though, is you guys trying to figure out... Well, see, the thing is, you may not know what's up with that whole thing.
Right.
But your character pointing that out, that gives everyone something to think about. What the hell is going on? Because Wave saw the guy pull something out of Panzer and then take something from the cathedral that was here and then left. So it stands to reason that he's doing something.
That he has long-reaching plans.
Yeah. And if he has the kind of power to give to somebody else, it's clear that he has even more power than that. And so if we're going to, be finding out more about this guy, that puts us directly in his sights, and we need to be as prepared as possible.
Yeah, the thing is, if you want to learn more about battle mind abilities, and Wade wants to learn about nomad abilities, and then going to Chris's home island where, psychic stuff is more of a norm there, you're going to have a better chance of figuring out something there anyway.
And, the other part of this is I'm sure my character wants revenge. It's, to go after this puppet master. And we don't know anything about the puppet master. So maybe we go there looking for information about who this guy is, what kind of power does he have that he's able to give this power to other people, and what it is he's looking for.
Well, he's a super powerful demon dude. He doesn't even need to open his mouth to talk. So there's that.
Yeah. So we trying to understand and figure out our enemy is probably, some research worth looking into as well. So I think revenge and, looking for insight and understanding are two great reasons for me to join the group.
Okay, so we get that figured out. Warpath, did you want to make a bond with Wade? You've been here for a little bit, so if you guys want to at least try to bond between you two, or at least, Warpath onto Wave, that would be good. It doesn't have to be a battle mind specific bond. If you want to make it like, Wave fought with my brother, I trust him, or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds good. I trust Wade because he fought with my brother. That's good.
I only have one bond right now, apparently.
Well, if you it's end of session, we can write more bonds. But if more crop up, if you've thought of a bond that would work with another party member, you can go ahead and pitch it, and we can.
I'm exercising my bond with Katra. I've traveled far and wide with Katra in search of treasure, so we're going back to the far and wide.
Okay, so at the end of the session, you can chalk it off to get an experience point.
No, I'm saying I'm using that as a hook.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. It's like treasure, and Katra's like treasure.
Yes, treasure.
I still have the little map that I drew. It's going to take you 14 cycles to get to Metacarpolis.
Where are you getting Moses?
So,
It's going to take how long?
it's going to take 14 cycles to get to Metacarpolis.
Why are we going to Metacarpolis?
Because from Metacarpolis, see, I got the little map. Metacarpolis, from there, it's 2 cycles to Sword Vault.
Right, but I don't want to go back to Metacarpolis ever. Let's just get supplies here, lots and lots of supplies, and I'm a nomad, so I can get us directly to the Sword Vault.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if you guys want to stop with the Metacarpolis for some reason.
Never.
Wait, what's about
We'd only want to go there if we felt we were powerful enough to survive, and B, felt we were powerful enough to survive asking questions about the demon guy. I don't know if I feel that way yet.
Well, it's not just devils, it's also Cathan. They actually control most of it.
Well, last time it didn't go well for
That was just that one thing with Katra's character. So if you want to skip that, then you go around it. It's going to take 17 cycles.
Okay, what do you guys think?
Well, can a nomad do something to make it shorter?
You can roll for a perilous journey to see if you can reduce it.
Is that what Sif did?
He made the roll, and he rolled so well that I shaved off a lot of time off of the arm.
Okay.
But it's not. There's no. The ration reduction is up to my discretion. It just takes less. So it's not like It's also not guaranteed. I mean, you guys might have to. You guys might have to fly around, like astral phenomena, or avoid other things, which could actually increase time.
17 is fine. We've got like over 100 rations. So we're all good. I was just curious how the process went.
So I vote we go to Metacarpolis after, so we can do some research on what that guy's been doing there, and then we'll go to Agron's home, do some research on our abilities and stuff there.
Well, if you guys got a course plotted, let's roll some perilous journeys.
And that's wisdom?
Yep. So, who wants to do... There's Trailblazer, there's Scout, and there's Quartermaster.
Can I do the one of the piloting ship where I can use intelligence?
Trailblazer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can totally pilot my ship. That's fine. I was thinking of doing the Scout anyways.
Okay, you can look out.
Yep.
We should have Armstrong do the last one since he has better stats for it.
Who?
Okay, I got 7.
What's Agron's
I have no
wisdom?
idea. We have no idea.
Well, I'll say
What-
it's +1.
Okay.
At the least. I know his key stat is intelligence. So, hoo-yah! And he fails.
Well, I got a 10.
So what did he fail at?
Quartermaster. Which is fine, we have plenty.
Okay.
Again. So would it take double or just like 20 more? Or, I mean, like, you said 17, but it'll take 20.
Yeah, because some of the food will spoil.
Makes my math easier.
So what did you roll on the Trailblazer wave?
7.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, so you'll get there in 17 cycles, and then because the Quartermaster failed, that will rank the ration usage. But you'll get there on time anyway. And what did you get on Scout?
10.
10? Okay.
Or, I mean, that would be a 12. Sorry, I was just counting my... I rolled a 10, but it's actually 12.
Okay. So you are flying. You're flying there, and when Wade, you realize you're getting close to that island with the bees.
Yeah. Okay.
and the drow. Let's see here. When Contra, you notice, actually, yeah. Oh, how close are you gonna get to that island? I should ask that. Are you gonna like just
Well,
gonna
if we
fly
know
over?
the island, we probably won't fly that close.
So you're gonna give it a wide berth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or wide top or wide bottom.
Okay. So you'll fly underneath it, and that's when you see that there are these from this they look like little black specks,
Oh, it's drow.
and they're flying. They're somehow speeding towards you very quickly.
They have catapults?
You don't know.
Well, I tell everybody about it. Flying black dots.
Can I try and maneuver us away?
Where are the weapons on this ship?
The weapons on the ship,
I think you got a ballista.
and I think we repaired the fire lance. The maneuver, would that be the +2 speed?
Yeah.
Okay. You get +2 to maneuver.
8.
So you're trying to maneuver around it, but you realize that whenever you move, they change course to follow you, and they're slowly moving towards you, like they're somehow matching your speed.
Or beating.
They're what?
If they're closing in, they got to be beating our speed.
They're moving very they're not moving very close. They're not closing the distance very quickly.
Alright.
So I guess they're just a little faster than you.
All right. Well, what do you want to try, the fire lance or the ballista?
What's the best weapon on the ship?
Well, they might not even be hostile. That's
Better
all.
safe than sorry.
Hey, can Agron read their mind?
Good
Or
call.
it's anything.
Or their
You
intentions?
need to bring up the scion.
I need to bring up the scion. So while I'm doing that, what you guys can determine your other actions while I try to suss this out.
I guess-
What is the most powerful weapon on the ship? Is it the ballista or the fire lance?
It's the fire lance.
It's definitely the fire lance. It has
Oh, no.
2 piercing and blazing.
I'm going to take the fire lance then,
Alright.
just to be safe.
It's always a D10 damage for the ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you, Scion? Have the Scion sheet, but where's the book? Okay, so he's trying to give me your brain. And he does. So what he learns is that they're overwhelmed with the thrill of the hunt. Like they're
Ooh.
basically like they're treating you like your
Right.
prey that they're chasing down.
Well then, I'll ready the ballista.
Ready the shuttles for launch.
Ready the fire lance.
Yeah, I'll give the word if you're ready, and I will take one out.
Are they far? Or are they...
They are now near.
Well, fire away.
Okay.
Can I attempt to assist with pilot?
Oh, what do we
With what?
Pilot to get him into a good position to
As a
fire.
pilot, can he maneuver us, I guess, or...
Um,
And is this a volley?
Yeah, it's a volley. You could better assist them if okay. What I would let you do is if they try to shoot something back, you can roll your assist action to like kind of steer the ship to try to shake off their aim. But you really can't do anything with the ship to assist their aim right now because they're trying to hit a small target. So if you move the ship kind of around a certain way,
It'll make it worse, not better.
actually, okay, I'll let you do that if you want to try to keep the ship going on a straight course. So like they won't like move around. Like so you'll kind of keep the ship on a constant steady path to allow them to line up their shot better. So yeah, if you want to assist, you can do that.
Okay. 9.
Okay, so that means that whoever you help gets the bonus.
Well, I get a 10, so I don't know what Shane rolled.
Let me see.
Oh.
I roll 2d6, right?
Yes, and add
We'll
your dex.
We'll say that Wave was helping Warpath then. Just
Okay, sorry.
I roll a 10 as well. I
Alright.
roll 9 plus 1 for my dex.
Nice.
Didn't matter. Aid or interfere. So they take +1, but you expose your since you're piloting the ship Wave, you would expose the ship to danger or cost if that such a thing comes to pass. So go ahead and roll your damage.
It's a D10 for both of us. And I got a 9.
9.
Mhm. Plus
dead.
1 piercing.
Okay, 1 dead. And what did you get, Shane?
For damage?
It's a D10.
Oh, a d10.
Yeah, that's the ship's damage.
Let me grab. I need my dice. Why didn't I pull that up before now? Dice stream. Okay, 1d10 coming up. I roll 7.
So 2 piercing, 7.
Okay, you
Fire.
pick up another one.
Yay!
There are 4 left. There's 5 of them left, and they're closing from the distance. And when they get closer, you realize that they're not flying towards you. They're pulling on web strands. They get close to you, like they've webbed your ship.
Oh, that's horrible.
So we just got to cut the lines then, right?
The lines are on the bottom of your ship.
So how did they get wet? Oh, we got too close to the island. Head webs out there.
What?
Um,
Oh, you're gonna go through the
I
ship?
want to go through the ship.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Katra just kind of vanishes to the floor.
I'm going to cut those strings.
Don't worry.
is there a rope anywhere around that I could grab and like jump off the railing and swing around and then try to cut them off from underneath?
Yes. Why not? You can get a rope and then have Agron you can get a rope and have Agron or Wave tie it off.
Or Sif.
Have Agron do it. I'm piloting.
Okay, so Agron will do that. Actually, he'll use his telekinesis to kind of hold it in place, and he tells you, I'll tie it off, but he has it anchored in place, so that way you can jump off now, and not worry about it going anywhere.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
Well,
you
you
roll
can
anything?
swing down and around, and you're how are you gonna hold into the bottom of the ship? Or are you just gonna kind of dangle on the rope and?
I was going to dangle on the rope and turn my arm into a big blade and see if I could just cut him. Does that make sense?
Hack and slash roll then.
Okay. Hack and slash using my strength. I roll 2d6, right?
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so I roll a 5 and a 3 plus 2 is 10.
Okay. So you slice through one of the strands, and then one of them goes flying back, but another one grabs a hold of them. And so, like, there's 2 of them on one strand now. But Katra, when you try to slice one of the ropes off, they have these javelins.
Oh, they're going to stick it in or something?
They're gonna actually throw them at you.
Oh, okay. I guess
So you gotta defy danger.
I will. Can I do astral defy danger? Is that intelligence though, or is that?
That's if you're flying.
Yeah.
You're not flying. You're
Okay.
on the ship.
Well, kind of. I'm
So you
going
gotta-
through it.
Well, yeah, you gotta re-roll.
Okay. I guess Dex. 5.
So Shane cut the guy that's holding him. Okay, so there was 5 of them. 2 of them can't attack because they're holding on, so they can't throw javelins. But the other 3 can. So,
What do you need?
I need a D8.
You wanna?
So you take 7 damage.
Minus my armor.
I will say piercing if it's piercing. Otherwise,
It is piercing.
No, it's not.
Oh.
I will say piercing. Yes, be soothed by this cat.
The cat commands it.
He is Moses. He makes the commandments.
I guess Ironhide, what are you doing? You saw Cotton try to cut one. She grows out of the ship. She tries to cut one of the web strands, but then they pepper with javelins, so she kind of shrinks back in. But she does get hit by one. Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of my knives and I'm gonna throw it at the line to see if I can cut it.
Give me a volley. Are you gonna volley the one that has the 2 guys on it?
I'm taking back my roll while I'm thinking about it, and the answer is yes, because I can get 2 of those out with 1 volley. And I roll a 6 and the 2. I got 8 plus 1 for dexterity is 9.
Okay, so since you're not okay, so what option are you gonna take? You're gonna put yourself to danger. You're gonna throw more daggers, or are you going to do reduce your damage?
I don't know that I can really reduce the damage because it's a string I'm trying to cut. So I guess my only option is to throw another one.
Well, if you want to reduce the damage, you can. But if the damage gets dropped to 0, then you won't actually cut the strand.
Oh well, then yeah, let's just reduce. Well, yeah, I'll reduce the damage then. Let's do that.
You have to roll a D10 and minus a D6.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah, no, I'm still gonna do it.
Okay, the odds are in your favor a little bit, but.
Roll a D10, and oh crap.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 3 and a 5.
Okay. So yeah, you weren't able to cut it.
I nicked it.
Well, this is pretty strong webbing. Now they're getting they've close to almost they're like basically at melee now. So what are you doing, Katra?
I would like to.
And you see that one of them, he's pulling himself along, and he's got the 2 strands, and you see he has 2 other arms that pull out swords. And
can I try and hold some mayhem? Can I scan the environment for an advantage?
I'm gonna say no because you're on the bottom of your ship. There's nothing for you to throw or.
They're strings, not to throw, but I could impede them.
How are you gonna impede them?
Jiggle their strings. I don't know.
Actually, I would let that fly. Okay, you can scan for mayhem if you want.
Yeah. 8. So I get 1, and I will do that one.
Well, you gotta do it when they're doing something. Like, so if they're trying to attack you, you can jiggle it or something.
That's fine. It just says you and an ally it takes +1 for it.
But you have to do it like to give someone else. Like if you want to do it now, then you would get a +1 to do something else, follow up, or Shane would get it. So I guess what do you want to do? Like they're almost in your face now.
Cause it to drop something. Drop a string.
They could drop a weapon.
Could I spin the boat?
You can't see what's going on, but if you want to, you can do that, and then we'll see what happens. It might throw people off, or. Or actually, if you want, Agron will take the wheel. If you want to teleport around and go help him out.
Okay, let's do that.
You can do that stuff. So Agron will take the wheel, and you'll jump in just a second. So what are you doing?
I guess I'll give it to myself to help hack and stuff.
Okay, so one of them, the guy with the 2 swords is getting ready to chop at you, and you're like, you start stomping on his string, and so it makes him like, it shakes a bit, so now you can stab at him if you want.
Okay.
You get +1.
7, that'd be a 9, because I already have a +1 here. So.
Okay.
Yeah. D8 there. 8.
8. Okay. You stab him, and he cuts you.
What am I using anyways?
I need
Oh, I get +1 damage to that, so it'd be 9.
Oh, nice. So he kind of coughs up this kind of black blood on your face, and he stabs at you for 7, 9 damage, 1 piercing.
Really?
He has 2 swords.
I don't approve.
He gets to roll 2d10 and take the best die roll. He is
Where's Sift when I need him? Huh? Where is Sift?
I'm in my room
I
bleaching.
have like 5 hit points left.
So she's like, "Where are you, Sift?" And he's just like, "You said I was creepy, so now I'm in my room bleaching skulls."
Oh my goodness! Don't even. We were just watching some kind of Jeffrey Dahmer thing. Gosh dang it.
I took people apart to see how they fit together.
Anyway,
So
now you just went over the line.
So Wade, what are you doing? Are you just gonna are you gonna follow Iron Warpath's rope, or are you just gonna teleport down there, or?
I'll follow Warpath's rope.
Okay.
I would like to go back up to the ship and find Sift.
Okay.
Get
So
some heals.
So while you're doing that, Warpath, what are you doing? There's 3 of them. Oh, well, there's okay. So the 2 are straggling behind me because one of them's carrying for 2, but the 3 of them, they're on the bottom of the ship, and they're apparently able to easily just with their feet just stick to the bottom of the ship.
That's because they're spiders.
And you see Katra just like whoop, this
decide to disappear.
Yeah. So they turn to you. 2 of them are they have a javelin, and then one of them has 4 arms with and 2 swords, and they are clad in this like kind of black chitinous. They look like they're like kind of half spider, half person, but you can see for a Katra stabbed one of them that they have this you could see that the tone of their skin, they're actually just wearing this like spider shells over their bodies.
Where can one procure this?
Oh my god. If you kill them, you can take their armor and resize it for Katra. She can be spider spirit.
Yikes. So what is Shane doing?
Yep.
So I'm going, as I see him closing in, I'm going to roll for focus.
Okay.
And I roll crappily. Awesome. I roll an 8. So
That's not that bad.
what do I get for that? I get 2 focus. Okay. And then as they come near, I'm gonna just. I guess I'm still hanging from a rope, right?
Yep.
So they're coming at me from underneath. Yeah. So I'm gonna as soon as I see him attached and start coming for me, I'm gonna focus, and then I'm gonna, if I still have any time before they reach me, I'm gonna throw a knife, or I'm going to attack them if they reach me. So how much time have I got?
Okay, so you want to throw a knife at them?
If they haven't reached melee range yet, then yeah.
You can throw a knife before they get to you. So go ahead and give me another volley roll.
And I roll I'll get 1 for dexterity. Shoot. I roll an 8.
Roll an 8. Okay, so less damage or draw welcome attention.
How many of these things are there?
3 of them.
3?
Yep. Oh, the one with the two swords, he's bleeding. Like you can see, like
He's
his
gushing.
blood is like, so one of his arms is like kind of trying to stanch the flow of the blood that you can see dribbling down, and it's like spraying away in the wind.
Yeah.
He's the one I'm going to throw the knife at.
Okay.
I'll do what's the one where it takes an reduce ammo? That's the one I'll do.
Do you have any backup knives?
I didn't take the dagger, so I have 4 throwing knives, and I used
One.
1 so far. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll use two. You'll use two this time.
Okay. That'll leave me 1 left. So do I roll damage now?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I roll 1d10. Let me pull my dice stream here. 3.
Three. It sticks in a little bit, and he pulls it out, and it's just the tip has a little bit of blood on it. His armor mostly protected him.
Unbelievable.
And then two of them are going to throw javelins at you.
Bring it on. I'll try to. I'm going to. I guess it doesn't matter for my skills how I defend.
You can
But-
endure it and change your like hands into more of a shield or something.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do that
let's
with
do
defensive block.
Yeah, I'll do that and use my Constitution. All right, so let's roll 2d6. Let's see here. So I get a 10. Oh,
Okay.
but when I do that and I get a 10, they have to be within melee range. Never mind. That's not going to work.
So they so the javelins, like they just your hands solidify into like metal, and it just clatters off of you.
Awesome.
And this is when Wave swoops in.
Can I attack the bleeding one?
The big one, the wounded
Yeah.
one. Yep. You come swooping in, and they're just like, and they're surprised to see you come flipping down.
Okay. So +2 is 10. And they take 11 damage piercing. 2.
Wow, nice job,
The
dude.
wounded one.
Yeah.
Oh, he is dead. But so his feet are still attached to the ship, and your swords are impaling his corpse now. But otherwise, there's nothing for you to hold on to. So you're just kind of flapping in the wind.
Whoops. Didn't think this
And,
through.
And then at this point, the two that were lagging behind, they make it to the ship's hull, and so now there's 4 of the javelin wielding ones that are circled around you, and they're all getting rid of it. They all they're not throwing the javelins. They kind of grip the 2 hands, and they all just stab at you in unison.
Yikes. Teleport.
Yeah, I guess I'll focus and then teleport if I can get enough focus.
I'll yell out, get behind me.
You don't have enough time to look for ripples.
Oh.
You already had that before you went down here.
Okay, so I use intelligence to dodge.
Okay.
10.
Okay. So you pull your swords out, and so you're floating as the ship is speeding away. But you're able to like basically twist about using your mental thoughts to avoid. They all stab down into the body where you were.
Okay.
But the
And
ship is
then
now.
now I'll look for ripples.
Huh?
Now he'll look for.
Yeah.
11. Wahaha.
Okay, so you can see enough to if you wanted, you can teleport to the ship and either grab on to warpath rope or just I guess impale one of your swords into the ship hull to stick to to attach yourself that way.
I'll teleport back and grab onto the rope.
Okay. They're looking around. They look up. They see you up there, and they're kind of stunned for a little bit in confusion. But now they're clambering up the walls, and they're actually going to go to cut the rope.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spend a fold to hit one of them before they can do that.
Okay.
Uh, 9 damage, not piercing. Oh no, I didn't have to stick my sword in the wall. 8 damage, piercing 2.
Wait. You have to hold onto the rope with one hand, so you only got one free hand.
Oh, okay. So 5 damage, piercing 2.
Okay, so you slap. So you whip your sword through space, and like this wound, like part of one of their chest armor just explodes off, and he's not dead, but he looks like he's nearly dead, and they're still going for the ropes. Warpath, what are you doing?
If they're that close, I can probably climb up and attack one with melee, right?
Can he turn his feet into spiky and stab them into the ship so he can fight with his arms?
Can I say that again? My knees spiky? Is that what you said?
Your feet.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
He can do it as long as he has. I will say as long as he is holding focus, he can do that.
I haven't used any yet.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
do
just
that.
going to focus, then you won't have like that kind of finer control.
Okay.
I guess actually you can just turn your feet and just punch holes in the ship.
No! Small holes.
Small holes. Little toe holes. Yeah.
Now what you could do, Warpath, is if you want to start from getting the rope, you can climb up to where they can reach the rope and cut it, and you can use the defend move to defend the rope.
I've never done that. Yeah, I've never done the defense. Yeah, let's do that. I want to try that. I've never defended, so yeah, let's do this. I'll use... Because I can't envision me trying to climb and still use my arms, so I'm going to turn my toes and one hand, like the nails, a little bit longer so I can sink him into the ship and give me purchase. And I'm going to scramble up the side really quickly and turn the other arm into a blade and defend the rope.
Well, okay, actually, if you're going to do that, if you're going to get off the rope,
yeah,
and Wave can teleport, then they're only going to try to cut the rope because they figured that would get both of you off the ship. But Wave,
that makes sense.
no way to teleport. They've seen him do it, and if you're not on the rope, they're not going to go after the rope anymore. They're just going to
go after somebody.
Then I'll go after the nearest one and say, "Let me welcome you to your doom."
Okay, so they will instead then, if you hop onto the side of the ship, they're going to turn upon you since you're the easiest person around, and they're gonna swarm you. So, what are you doing?
What's my move?
Yeah, well, what are you doing? They're coming at you.
I'm gonna charge the first one and get the first hit in.
Okay.
Let me see here. Ooh, yes. So I rolled really good. Let's see. I'm rolling a strength for hack and slash. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so I roll a 13.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Damage. Let's see here. You and you. Oh my gosh, that's awful. I roll 4 damage, and I will use another. Yeah, I'll use a focus to do another 1d4. Try to help me out here. So we do a total of 7 damage.
Okay, so same thing. You tear through the you've inflicted grievous wound, but like the one that Wave hit, it's not dead yet, and so they are all swarming upon you. Give me a. You're gonna have to either suck it up or do something about it.
Yeah, I'll defend with Constitution. I'll try to power through with my battle cry, my battle roar. Oh, wow, that totally sucked. Let's see. I get a yikes, a 6. Not good.
Yay, mark XP! And then take 8 damage in return.
Let me see here. You. XP. Here. XP. And you said 8 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what are you doing?
I am. How close to me are they? Can I hit one without?
No, you would have to use fold to hit one of them. They're somewhere in the near range band.
Okay.
They're
I think
about.
I'll spend my last fold to hit one.
Are you gonna hit one that you've already wounded, or are you gonna hit a wounded one or a non-wounded one?
How many are wounded?
2 of them are very grievously wounded. 2 of them are not wounded in the slightest.
I'll kill one of the wounded ones.
Okay. And as long as you can roll,
3 damage, piercing 2.
that kills them. He's still stuck to the ship because of his feet, but he's just kind of flapping around like a gruesome flag as his blood just spills out into space.
Hey, well, at least Melissa will get that armor she wants.
Yeah. On that note,
I was just
Katra,
joking.
you've been healed up by so let's roll for Sif's healing thing really quickly.
Oh boy.
What did he get? He got a fail. So Sif's not here, man. So he actually can't heal you at all. But so you went to him, you took him out of his reverie. I totally missed on the spirit move. Oh no, he gets to hold one. He gets to hold 1, so he actually will heal you for 2 damage, and you can go back up and now.
So I have 7 hit points.
Yep. Go back up there.
I guess.
Okay.
There's 1 left.
There's 3 left.
What? How?
There's 4, and Wave killed 1.
But I thought Warpath killed 1 too.
No, he almost killed 1.
Okay, I guess am I close to any of them?
Do you want to be?
Ooh, good question. I believe my conducting rod has been ammoed up. Because it says 15 coins underneath it.
Yeah, you can ammo it up. I guess you would have freed.
Yeah, so I subtracted 15 coins just thinking that that's probably what you meant.
Oh,
do.
okay, yeah, so.
I will use my conducting rod.
Okay. Polly!
Ha!
Did you fail?
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, unreliable.
Well, roll your damage.
No,
Roll your
I
damage.
don't want
I
to.
want you to.
Okay.
Okay, so Warpath, you take 8 damage.
Oh, thank God, I wasn't the one. No offense, at least I didn't.
Take another 8.
Yeah. And the rod is you hear like the back part of it blows out.
Oh.
So now it's no longer useful until you get repaired.
Oh. This is what I get for coming back out. So I hop back in.
No. Ah! Did you see that other one that shot you and flew away? I gotta go. Again.
I do not understand this friendship that you claim you had with my brother with tactics like this.
I'm sorry about that, and I poof back into the ship.
Your brother took it like a champ. So for Katra did Ironhide, you get to do. Okay,
You
so
mean Warpath?
Warpath. Sorry. Well, what? Two Tarkon battle mines. I'm not allowed to confuse the two.
No.
Warpath. So you got blasted, and you turn around, and you're just like, what the heck was that? But on the plus side, the three dark elves, they're looking around too, like they're like, what the heck was that?
Like, who's helping us?
So what are you doing?
Well, I'm thinking, maybe next time she wants to help, she could throw me that ghost sword so I wouldn't have to worry about armor. Just thinking in my head. Oh, no, wait, that was the other guy.
I'd say ghost sword, and I come out and fling it.
She just throws it at you and it sticks in your spine.
I know, right?
You weren't using that to fine, were you?
Oh, wait, I have armor, so I get to reduce armor, right?
What?
I have armor, so I get to reduce both of these, right? By one.
Both of what?
I got hit by one of the spiders, and I got blasted by my teammate.
Well, what's the tags on the conducting rod? Does that have piercing?
1 piercing.
Yeah, so it'll look at 1 point of piercing damage. I mean, it'll look at 1 point of armor.
Okay, well, that's all I got, so.
The drow do not have piercing, though, so you can shave off your full armor.
Okay. Well, in that case, while they're distracted, I'm going to go ahead and just take out the one that I've already wounded.
Okay, give me a hack and slasher.
Hack and slash. Watch it be out of the park. Of course it is. Yep, there's a 12.
Yay!
All right, now if Dice Stream will give me a decent roll here. 8. I rolled an 8.
Oh, good.
And that's just enough to kill. Well, no, the one that you wounded, he is dead. So there's 2 left. And wait, what are you doing? They've now that Warpath has skewered one of them. They're like, oh crap. Sorry, they turned his head back at him and they're getting ready to stab him again. So what are you doing?
Can I get to one of them?
Are you gonna try to climb toward one of them, or?
Can I climb towards them on the rope?
Yeah, you can move towards it. But that'll. Well, I guess what are you gonna just try to stab one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So while they're getting ready to do that, you climb up towards. I'm assuming you're climbing towards them the whole time. So you get close enough so you can chop at one, but you're kind of whipping around on the rope, so you're -1 to hit.
Okay. That takes me to 11.
Which is still enough to do awesomely. So roll me your damage.
4 damage, piercing 2.
Okay. Also seriously wounded, but not dead yet. They're gonna. So that one's gonna actually stab back at you, and one of them's gonna stab at Warpath. So.
Can I try and dodge with my intelligence, but hold on to the rope?
Okay.
So, like, be at a -1, I guess?
Yeah, because the wind is pushing you, or it's knocking you around a lot.
Okay, well, that's not good.
Uh-oh. What did you get?
7. Oh, 7! It's 7!
Yeah, that's not so bad.
I rolled a 6, but then I forgot that I get to add my intelligence.
Oh, we get to add 1 to one of our rolls too. I forgot about that.
If you want to do that, you don't have to use it. You might want to save it. You might need it.
Okay.
Okay. So, wave. The spear only grazes you. You take 2 damage.
All right.
And Warpath, what are you doing about your
My attacker.
Yeah. What are you doing about your attack?
What am I doing while he's trying to hit me?
Yeah, he's trying to stab at you.
I'm gonna stand still. I'm gonna stare him in the eyes, and I'm gonna say, "You got 1 shot. You better make it good."
You're just gonna let him stab you?
Well, I'm gonna try to endure and fleck my skin.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll for my defense, and I roll a. Oh, finally I get to use it. I roll a 5, 4 con. Anyway, it's a 12 plus, so I get to actually do my damage to him. Ha 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 ha! Spiked skin.
Oh my god.
Please be awesome. Oh, I do 12 damage. Oh, yeah.
He is dead.
So it goes for me, and I spin like a spider around on the while holding onto the hull and get him right in the back or something.
Nikki.
You ever see a Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust?
Is that
Yeah.
the first one or the second one?
Second one.
It's been a while. I did see it.
That's the one. That's the one where the guy has the really cool throwing knives, and the vampires are going into space.
I'm talking about the part with the chick that she can merge with any material and she does all the spike things.
Let's watch that movie again. It's been too long.
Yeah, you'll know when you see her because she basically she turns everything into spikes.
She's one of the hunters, right?
No, she's one of the bad guys.
Oh.
But that's like I imagine like you catch her in a spear, and he starts to pull it away like your like spikes just shoot out of your wrist through his skull.
Sorry, mate. Didn't see you there.
And there's one left who's really badly wounded, and I guess any one of you can try to kill him.
Me.
Oh, come on, Katra. You don't want to kill him off? Use a grenade.
Oh, I'll totally kill him. Save the
gun.
grenade.
Don't you have like an elemental gun?
A what?
Elemental gun?
That's what she tried to use, but she missed, so it exploded.
Yeah, we don't want her to use that again, because that didn't work out so well for me.
Oh, that
Oh,
could
use one of my
exploded.
grenades, which is throw near noisy area, forceful, dangerous.
That will hit both of. That will hit
I
Warpath
know.
and Wave. And do you even have any left? I thought you used them both.
I think I got more because it got erased. Oh no, I have one left.
Okay.
I don't think it was used.
Okay.
I thought I used it.
Oh, not it.
I guess Wave or Warpath. Either of you can pick this last little schmuck off.
Oh, I'm going to take him.
Okay.
He's all mine. I'm going in with a 10. I roll a 10.
Okay, you're gonna probably kill him. Like he's got 2 hit points left. I guess roll your damage just for fun.
Oh, for fun, man. Oh, that's not great. Well, I have one hold left, but if I use it, then I'll lose my ability to hold on to the ship, so I guess...
No, I decided that you could do that no matter what, so...
Okay. Then I'll use my last hold... yeah, I'll use my last hold for some additional damage, and I get a total of 10.
Okay, you kill him off.
Dear, don't you
And
dare.
Wave, when you get back on the ship, you can feel you feel very nauseous, and then like your body starts to like twitch uncontrollably.
Wave?
Yeah.
I think I'm
Poisoned.
poisoned.
Yep. When you
Oh.
look at the wound, you can see black veins on your skin. You have the shaky ability.
Okay.
I don't think we haven't bought anything. We need to buy some things.
I have bandages.
Ability
Oh,
to go on?
Well, no antitoxin or anything like that. So
Well, the only thing you can, the only place to go that's nearby is Metacarpolis, so I know you guys don't want to go there, but that's the only place to get your gun repaired and...
I'm not doing that on purpose. Sorry.
All right. Well, I
Well,
guess we need to go there.
cat licking his paws.
Really? And getting very irritated at me for some reason. I don't know
I
why.
guess we can go to Metacarpolis.
The cat's attacking Metacarpolis.
He's even worse than the Tarkons.
Stop it. Hey,
He's more vicious than any Tarkon.
that's right. Knock it off.
Now, if I spend some time and build focus, I can use that to heal. So I just kind of meditate for a little bit, and I can gather focus and use it to heal, right?
Or
Wait,
are we
how?
going to have enough time to heal?
I thought we were going back to Metacarpolis.
Well, wait, what do you mean you can heal if you use focus?
So I have self heal is one of my abilities. which allows me to use one focus to heal 1d8 damage.
Hmm. You have to roll every time you want to gather focus, so you can gain a drawback or something from that.
But if he already has focus?
Well, he can use it to do that if he wants to, but he has to roll for whole focus. And
Well, he used up his last focus to kill the guy too.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have to roll again.
You're gambling a failure. Right?
Yeah, you could I think I'm gonna change the miss thing to be whatever the GM wants, because that is something that could be a problem, is having essentially unlimited healing.
That makes sense. That would make more sense. Then in a situation like this, I can just go ahead and you heal the normal way.
Well, what you could do right now is that on a miss, you could just say, "I'm dazed for a few moments," and then it's kind of that's more of like, I guess I made those options only intended for this to be like, you did combat. I didn't think that you would actually. This is good that we're playtesting this, because I didn't think about the fact that you can do this out of combat and basically regen yourself up to full.
In a short period.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. So, good catch, Shane. But so I'll change it, because then, something a GM could do is say that you gain the a ability of some kind, something more long term to kind of, I guess, dissuade that. But it's still as it is, it's still useful. It's more useful, I would say, than a cleric or a bard healing, because you can do it more consistently.
Yeah.
But so if you want to go to Metacarpolis, you are one cycle away from there.
Can we heal?
Yeah, you would still heal, and Wade, you'd be 1 day closer to recovering from your debility.
But we could go there and get some stuff that would help in case other debilities happen, right?
Yeah, if you go there, you can buy a healing potion, and that would get rid of your debility instantly.
Maybe an antitoxin or two.
Yeah, we might want to buy some healing
you guys
stuff.
have a crap load of money.
So, and we never thought about it.
But you could get healing potions, you could get more elemental grenades, you can fix your conducting rod there.
Okay.
You could, if you want to get more information on the sword vault, you can look around, you can root around there. If you want to raise Ironhide from the dead, you can get the god piece from the hand.
Oh, true. And that's it? Oh, well, we need a place of...
You need to go to the Bahamut.
That's right.
You need to go to Bahamut, Spain to get the last thing from there, and that was the last stop. Because you had the rib, you have the arm, you need a hand, and then you need a tail.
Oh.
Why are we getting the parts again?
I'm saying if you want to bring Ironhide back to life, you could, you get the piece from the hand, and then you just need the piece from the Bahamut span, the spine.
But we're not doing that
and
anymore,
have
right?
all the parts so Sith can bring him back to life. If you still want to. Maybe
Nah.
you'll want to.
No, I'm fine like this.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to go to Metacarpolis then?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Spend your... How much cash do you guys have?
868 coins.
Oh, I thought you had more for
Well, we do have 11 platinum slates.
worth.
I don't know how much they're worth.
I thought how much they were worth.
We killed all those spiders. We didn't check to see if there was any loot left behind.
Yeah.
They have javelins and their armor. That's all they had on them. You can also see that the one that had the 4 arms, his face also had fangs, so he could coat his weapons in poison. So if I guess if Katra wants to have spider armor, you can spend the time from.
No, that's alright. I was just kidding.
Oh.
I don't see Katra doing that.
I would do it, but it'd basically be it'd be one armor.
Yeah, she's spiriting.
But me one with the spider spirit.
Mm.
Okay, it's just an option.
Could you just wear the armor without being one with the spider spirit?
So if you are you just gonna detach the corpses and let them fly off into space?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cast them
So
adrift.
I guess we got a little bit of time left. So really quick, Metacarpus, what are you guys buying?
Antitoxins.
So, how much is an antitoxin?
Like anti-poisoned ability or something.
No, I was saying how much.
I will look that up really quick. So yeah, you pull in the Metacarpus with no problem. You dock. You pay 5 coins for docking fee. Um, Antitoxin is 10 coins per vial.
Let's get 5.
You want to get 6 and have drink one
Sure.
right now?
I can do that. 6.
So Wade, that'll get rid of your ability since it was poison induced.
Okay.
How much is a healing potion?
Healing potion is 50 coins.
Ooh.
This is not a normal thing here, so if you want to find one, you have to make the supply move, which is roll plus charisma.
Nope, not gonna do it.
I
Negative
have
1
12 for
charisma.
charisma.
Can anybody roll for it?
Well, yeah.
Okay, because mine's negative 1.
I have a 12 for charisma,
Alright.
but I don't get the bonus for it.
I think I have a 12 as well.
Well, either if you guys want to roll for it, then you can find it.
Let me roll, because 13 is a +1.
Okay.
Nope.
Miss?
That's a miss.
Okay, so I'll...
Can I roll to see if I can find it?
So you don't find any healing potions right now.
How about,
There are still bandages and poultices, herbs.
I'll take some herbs and poultices. How much each?
10 coins for 2 uses.
Um,
That's right. We did all this crap in Ben's game when I was playing.
yeah, but I don't remember. So I'll take, I guess 5.
5 sets of them.
Yeah, like.
So 50 coins for 10 uses.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more?
No, we have tons of rations.
Okay. Bag of books.
Come on.
I'm just going through some various items in case you guys want to. Bag of books is 5 uses, and when you spout lore, you can use one of the books to gain +1 to your spout
We
lore
have a
roll.
ton of stuff we can sell too, by the way. Just saying.
Well, there are devils here. They have lots of money if you want to sell.
Well, we have like a holy symbol.
No, they don't want that.
Oh,
Actually, no, they do want that.
that's like 500 coins.
They'll take it.
What if we might need it? Oh wait, why don't
Okay. So one of them says, he says he'll take it off of you, and he'll give you 5 healing potions for it.
Ooh.
Make it 6 and you got a deal.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that.
Okay, he'll give you 6.
I thought he said 5.
Well, Shane said,
Oh,
make it 6 and you got a deal, and he's
Okay.
like, sure.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. We also have 2 small idols.
He'll take those too.
This is 120 plus 90 coins for some reason.
I think one was 120, one was worth 90.
Oh, okay.
But so he'll take it, but he'll only trade for a straight 200 cash.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Three. Okay.
Oh, I need some more knives. I used up most of mine.
Oh, and I need to repair my conducting rod and add ammo, and I would like to find another grenade or something similar to it.
The conducting rod can be fixed by an artificer here. That would cost, I don't know what the conducting rod costs. I'll say it is 50 coins.
Do they want any of the spider armor?
Nah.
Huh?
They got creepier stuff than that.
Okay.
And then ammo, is that included with that?
No, to reload the ammo, you'll need some more fire cores, and we'll say that those are. What's an ammo? What's an arrow cost? That'll be 5 coins for a fire shard.
Just one?
Yeah, they have a 3 ammo each.
Oh, okay.
So how many
Awesome.
fire shards do you want? They got.
I just only have 3 ammo on here, so.
Well, that's per. The ammo is.
Oh, I see. Then I guess I will take 4.
Okay. Give them to you, and they're little iron casings.
I want to get some grenades. Those have been useful for planting on people.
So if you want to get grenades, that's going to be the supply move.
Okay. Same thing?
Yep.
6.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab something.
Another
7.
6.
7.
You got a 7.
7.
Okay. So you do find a vendor who has 3 grenades, but they're going to cost you 100 coins each.
What do they normally cost?
Oh, Adam, you're making me look this stuff up.
Huh?
Let me put a second. Right.
Okay, I'm back.
Put the DM to work.
Yeah. Elemental grenades are normally 50 coins. So they're basically twice as much.
What do you think, Melissa?
That's fine. We're probably gonna get more money anyways later on.
Okay, I guess we'll buy them.
And we
how
got,
many?
3 of them.
Okay.
So that'll be 300 coins for 3 of them.
And would it be a supply move to find poison?
Okay.
Oh my word! Alright, I'm done looking for things in this city.
Huh?
Did you miss again?
Yes.
Well, hey, that's experience.
Yeah, really.
that's the easy way. No negative consequences there. So do I need to look to find...
What are you talking
barn
about? There's negative consequences, they just build up in the background.
noise?
So,
I still want to find a grenade.
you have 3 of them.
When did I have 3 of them?
I just said there's guys selling 3 grenades for 100 coins each.
Oh. I'll take
You're
1.
drunk. Well, I think you bought all 3 of them.
Oh, I thought Adam was buying something.
Yeah, 3 grenades for 100 coins each.
Sure, okay, sweet. Thank you. Sorry, I was not paying attention.
Go home, Melissa, you're drunk.
Maybe.
I get to keep at least one because it's fun
Okay.
to teleport that onto someone's person.
Wait.
Remember, they are dangerous.
I'll give him the stats before he throws it.
That's why I teleported onto their person.
So, what else are you doing in town before you leave?
I need to buy those daggers, and I think I'm just going to sell my chainmail.
Throwing knives are...
Why?
Throwing knives, thank you.
They're 1 coin each.
Really?
What?
How many can he hold?
However many is feasibly possible.
I can
How
do
many is feasibly possible, Warpath?
Buy a bandolier.
yeah, 2 bandoliers would allow me to hold across my chest. I could hold, I don't know, 6, 8.
10, 20, maybe?
100! They're 0 weight! Just buy 1,000 of them!
I think 6 will probably do it.
Okay.
Okay, 6 coins it is.
And I'm not gonna wear fictionally. I just don't like my character wearing armor. He should be wearing pants and sleek, silver scales, and that's it. So you can sell my chainmail too.
Sell the chainmail?
I'll buy it for 5 coins.
Really?
It's worth 10 coins normally.
Chainmail?
Yep. Doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
Yep.
Well, money systems always break down in games. They just never work.
I kind of disagree with that. Like, I'm working on my own little game, and I'm trying to make sure that the prices make sense. Like, I guess that like some weapons are better or whatnot, but I'm trying to make sure like it's not just like oh, leather armor and chainmail are +1, so they're both 10 coins, but then like a hot meal is 50 coins. It's like, no, the chainmail should cost way more than a plate of food. I'm trying to make sure that stuff makes sense in context, so it's not just like, why does a pair of shoes cost like twice as much as a sword or something like that? And in this game, it's really bad in this game. Like, if you look at the prices, like, it's just all over the map. Like, a horse is 75 coins, but a house is 20. A war horse is 400 coins, and a bigger house is 500. So, you could...
Wow.
That's a big change from a regular house to a big house. Wow.
I'll just buy 4 small houses, and link them, thanks.
There you go.
But then if you want to stay, if you want a month's pay for enlistment in an army, it's 30 coins, and then if you want to get food, a feast is like 15 coins per person. And then to hire someone to assassinate someone is only 120 coins.
But, I mean, that makes sense. It won't even feed them for 10 days.
And I mean, come on, so the chances of getting caught and executed yourself, like, come on. A ring! A ring or cameo is 75 coins, so that's like almost the price of 4 houses.
That makes sense.
A tapestry is 350 or more coins. Oh, a crown fit for a king is 5,000 coins.
Jesus.
That's the price of 2 houses that are just shy of a mansion.
Oh, no, okay. I was watching a Dungeon World play on YouTube, and they took a tapestry out of the thing, and they were blown away by how much they could get for it when they got back to town.
Hey, I got a question for you, Dave. In the gear section, when I choose the chainmail, I get bandages with X uses. Is that 2 uses?
Bandages, oh, I put X, I didn't know what the uses were on it. Bandages actually have, I think it's 5 uses.
And how much do they heal?
Yeah, it's got 3 uses, and they heal 4 points of damage per use.
3 uses?
Yeah, and they heal 4 damage per use.
So, tell me where we're at with the self-heal. I can't use that out of combat then, is that what we're saying?
You can, but you have to. So what you have to do is, if you want to gain the focus to spend it, you got to roll for it, right? If you get a 7 to 9, I'm gonna change it so 7 to 9 you choose from that list. Whether you're stunned or -1, blah blah blah. But on a miss, something worse can happen. So you're risking it using it willy-nilly like that.
Okay. That makes sense.
But you guys did travel a day on the way here, so you would have made camp at least once, so you would heal half your max hit points anyway, so you may not need to do that. But you can still use the ability outside of combat. It's just not going to be a little minor inconvenience to yourself if you miss.
Okay. No, I'm cool with that. I'm good.
And speaking of misses, I gotta think of a way to deal with that. So you guys, you supplied up and everything. You're ready to go.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Everything. Are we doing end of session soon?
Just a second. So,
Okay.
You got all your supplies. You're going back to Contra ship, and you're going through the street, and as you're walking down, as you get ready to go on Contra ship, you see a black ship,
Oh,
and walking down the ramp is Demon Prince. No
See,
eyes,
told you that all adds up in the background.
no eyes, multiple sets of horns, and he gets off and he looks over and he sees you all, and he just smiles, and then without moving his mouth, you hear him say, "It's good to see you again, my friends. What are you doing here?"
taking a.
Session in.
Dang it. I was gonna say taking a vacation.
End of session.
Do we get to level up?
If you have enough experience points. Did you learn something new and important about the world? I would say yes. You learned that the sword vault was built around the sword of the Dwarf King.
Okay.
Did you overcome a notable monster or enemy? I'm going to say no. You just fought some drow. They weren't really that big of a deal. And no memorable treasure was looted.
Nope.
So that's one automatic experience point. Did anyone use their alignment moves?
Absolutely not.
So, what does succeed through decisive action mean?
I would. My thing on that would be like if you. The idea with that one is that you overcome a challenge or conflict. Like you just you get it done quickly with as little collateral damage as possible. Like you get it done quickly and concisely, which are the same thing.
I don't know that. Which one do you think is going to be easier to fulfill most sessions? Defeating a powerful monster or succeeding through decisive action? It just
The
seems
defeating
kind
a
of
powerful
great.
monster. That one I need to change to defeating a powerful monster, like on your own, because you already get an experience point for killing a monster. Everyone does.
We do?
Yeah, if you
Well, and I don't know if that really should be one because it doesn't feel like it'll happen often enough to be worthwhile.
well, what I can see you doing is if you fight a big monster, you can, basically say like, I got this, guys, let me handle it, sort of thing, because the battle line is tough enough to be able to handle like big things on their own. Like when we
I did take on 4 spiderlings by myself.
yeah, when we played in that Dungeon World game, we're doing like a kind of a bi-weekly thing on Fridays, and I'm playing in that one, and we were trying to find a bandit, and I snuck up on this goblin cave, and they had like a giant rock monster that was hidden, and so the what?
Brignac.
Yeah, I guess something like that, and so like he said, like one of the rocks blinks at you, and I just punched it right away. And so, it's a rock monster, and so I basically killed it by myself. While Melissa and the GM's wife were like, what do we do, sort of thing, and I just killed it really quickly. But also, alignments aren't necessarily intended to be done every single session. Some of them you can do every session, but some of them they're just a little too I could find some cleric alignments.
Well, chaotic alignment is rush heedlessly into the fray.
Yeah.
That I can do just about every time, but I don't see my characters being chaotic. I see him being more lawful.
The evil cleric alignment. Harm another to prove the superiority of your church or god. I can see that one not happening all the time. Lawful, endanger yourself following the precepts of your church or god. That one may not happen all the time either. The other one is endanger yourself to heal another. That one might come up more often, but the druid alignment, chaotic, destroy a symbol of civilization. I can't see that happening all the time.
Okay. I stand corrected.
What's that? What do you mean?
I don't know if it's like by the game's design, like some alignments will happen more often, but I try to make it so they could feasibly happen at least once per session, but I don't think it's just possible every. Like Melissa is, all she has to do is get drunk, and I mean she could just declare that every session, but
I do when we're just,
yeah,
meandering
I
around.
wonder if you should come up with a hangover ability.
I could see that. You're sick. You're puking your guts out. If you can think of a better alignment or a different one, I'm all ears. Anyone like Adam, if you think of one that you'd rather have for wave, let me know.
I like waves. I think I did. Didn't I make waves up?
What was it?
It's use your powers in an unexpected way.
Yeah. And he did it a few times in the
This
past.
session?
Yeah, not in this session, but in the past.
I know he's done the grenade thing, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So what's your alignment, Shane?
Well, how about for lawful, use your abilities to defend or stand up for a ally?
I think that's more of a good alignment.
Lawful?
The lawful implies discipline and adhering to a code. So I could see lawful like
Taking a hit for a teammate.
the what?
Taking a hit for a teammate.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look at the fighter alignment. The fighter alignment, good. Defend those weaker than you. Wait, neutral. Defeat a worthy opponent.
What's chaotic then?
I'll just say that the ability could still be defeat a powerful monster then. So you can kind of double down on the kill a monster move. Because the fighter's got it, so. But the lawful one was I wrote that one trying to think of a battle mind that tries to be very monk-like, very disciplined. Not like the chaotic one is just like I turn my arm into giant jagged swords and just go hacking and crazy into combat. And then the lawful one's more of like I imagine a lawful battle mind's weapons being more like a finely honed blade, like very straight, and it's his when he shields himself, the armor is like it's very symmetrical. It's very it's not just lumps of metal sort of thing.
I think because he's a Tarkon, maybe chaotic is the right way to go because he will rush heedlessly into the fray. But I also feel like there's some thought behind it because he's going to do that to try to help other people to absorb the damage. He's tanking for the team,
Yeah, and chaotic doesn't mean bad. It just means that he's not gonna, chaotic just means he's more like, he's gonna kind of buck rules, not, fly by the seat of his pants sort of thing. He's just gonna kind of do whatever's gotta get done. Like I like the chaotic alignments myself. It just kind of fits me as a player.
Right.
I think I'll probably go with chaotic because I think I can make that happen pretty.
Well, and I feel like our whole group fits chaotic well, and that's one of the reasons why we work together as well as we do.
You're a crew of a pirate ship.
Who are you calling a pirate?
And then I'm going to fulfill my bond with you, Wave, that I trust Wave who fought with my brother because he helped me when I was surrounded by 4 and he killed one of them off for me.
You could put a bond that you don't trust me because I shot you.
I know that Contra did that. You
True,
didn't see her
okay.
do it.
Alright, never mind. There's a move on here from Hell's Heart. It says when you deal damage to aquatic foes, deal +1d6 damage. I was hoping we could change that to something more applicable to.
It would apply to any of the astral.
That's what I was thinking.
So it'll apply to astral whales. It'll
Okay.
apply to cosmic
I will
owls.
agree
It'll
with
apply
that.
to star krakens.
So
Flies or swims the astral.
Okay.
you were saying we get XP for every monster we kill, so we get like 5 XP.
Notable
per...
monsters.
Only if we kill a notable monster,
And it's only one notable monster.
and only once per. You
Yeah.
only get one experience per
Yeah,
session.
when the session ends, you ask those questions. If you say yes, you mark XP, but you only count it once. So if you kill like 5 dragons, you get 1 XP for them, and it's designed that way so in D&D, you get XP for killing monsters usually. So the idea is that they're trying to balance it out. So you want to explore, discover, fight. So it's not just fight to win.
Right. So we should be getting at the end of this session, what, 2 or 3 XP? Is that right?
One for learning something new,
Uh-huh.
and that's it. If you did an alignment, you get it. If you got a bond, that's another one. And if you miss, then you get 1 for those.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm at 4. Okay.
And I'm just going to give everyone 1 more XP for all the sessions we missed. It's a little, thanks for
Oh, really?
being patient.
Woohoo!
Excellent.
1 more.
So we got 1. I'm gonna keep track of how much Argon and Sith are getting as well.
Let's just make Sith an NPC, and if Matt comes back, we'll bump him up to whatever level everyone else
Okay.
is at.
Then
So
keep track of Argon.
Aggro would have got, we'll say...
There was 1 for the end of session.
He'll get 2. He'll get 2 points.
What is it for the next level of XP? It's 7 plus the next level. So you need.
Yeah, 7. What is it? I thought it was 7 plus your level.
Hold on.
7 plus your current level.
Yeah. So, you need 10 to level...
Well, 7 plus the next level, isn't it?
You make me look at the book again. Level up. It's 7 plus your current level.
That's
Okay.
what.
So you need 10 to get to level 4.
Hey, with today's experience, plus my unused experience, because I never leveled to 3, I'm now 4.
Then you're level 4. So pick some new nomad moves and...
Shane, did you take the experience you had on Terminus and move it over to Warpath?
So yeah,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because I think that would be fair enough, because he still played Terminus.
Ironhide was level 4 when he died, and so with Terminus and his XP, I just said I would start Warpath on level 4.
Okay.
So next week we'll be back to Wednesdays, hopefully. I think this is fine. Chris didn't miss out on much of anything.
All right.
We started later than we thought by a wide margin, almost half an hour later. So yeah, that was I don't think he missed out on really anything.
Yeah, no.
No, it's good.
I think it was a good session, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some stuff done. Kind of
We hashed
got
out
back
some
on
stuff, yeah.
got back on track.
Good house cleaning.